This video made possible by NordVPN. Browsing the internet without it is like stepping into the octagon without groin protection. Click the link below to stay safe online and get a huge discount. 30-day money-back guarantee.
Reese is covered up. Allen's hammered now in this choke. I mean, that's Jiu-Jitsu 101.
In the modern UFC realm, full of elite killers and well-rounded fighters, only a few have polished the gentle art of jiu-jitsu to perfection. The 28-year-old Brendan Allen is one of them, boasting 23 victories under his belt, 14 of which were one-way roads to the gallows. The American is currently on a killing spree, having won 6 fights in a row, with the rear naked choke being his weapon of choice. It's time to witness those memorable moments of this undeniable future champion. Brendan Allen, born on December 28, 1995, in Beaufort, South Carolina, discovered his passion for Brazilian Jiu-Jitsu at the age of 13, thanks to his brother's influence. During high school in Mississippi, he showcased his talents in wrestling and boxing. Later on, while pursuing a degree in criminal justice, Brendan couldn't resist the pull of mixed martial arts and joined Clementi's Gladiator Academy for training. The turning point came when he emerged as the champion of the IMMAF 2015 Amateur Middleweight Championship, propelling him into the world of professional MMA. In 2015, Allen kicked off his pro MMA journey, diving into the cage and mixing it up under different promotions in the South. Within a 3-year range, Allen snatched 9 souls before he was matched for the Legacy Fighting Alliance middleweight title against the then undefeated Tim Hiley. Only seconds into the fight, Hiley joined the passengers list of Brendan Allen's airline.
Dumps Allen, or dumps Hiley.
The American persistently demanded a tap.
Came in focused.
But his best highlight was marked by a vicious knee in the second. Allen switched to his striking in the third, bombarding Hiley's head with bombs diligently before subjecting him to gravity shock treatment.
Takes him to the ground.
Moments later, the American secured the back and strangled the opposition, snagging the LFA middleweight title in the process. The following year, Brendan Allen appeared on the Big Boss's radar and was set to make his Dana White's Contender Series debut against the 5-1 Canadian prospect Aaron Jeffrey. In the first round, Allen kept Aaron on his back foot, but was later met by heavy resistance. The Canadian went all in against Allen and was reminded of the consequences of recklessness in the octagon. Brendan smelled blood and seized the opportunity, ultimately inducing hypoxia. The big league could not ignore such a talent and awarded Brendan Allen his well-deserved UFC contract. Brendan Allen made his UFC debut in October 2019 against Kevin Holland, who was on a 3-fight winning streak and held a notable victory versus Jeff Neal. Allen took the fight to his realm with a beautiful body lock technique and attached himself as a backpack. He aborted the mission for the neck and went for the legs, but paid a hefty price as Holland punished him with shots. In the second, Kevin went for a takedown, and Brendan gladly accepted this approach, hoping for decapitation.
Allen gets taken down here.
Holland was gambling his life as he tried to beat the grappler in his own game and instantly felt the difference in speed of thought and action. The American Strangler went for the neck, quickly depriving Holland of oxygen.
And all in.
The next middleweight that got in the way was the 11-1 Tom Breese, a high-level BJJ black belt who could challenge Allen on the ground. They started the violent dance in the clinch, eventually hitting the canvas. Allen was crafting spells from side control, but the black belt knew how to defend. However, even that did not save the Englishman from the rain of elbows and punches, which left the referee with no other choice. Next on the list was Kyle Dacus, an undefeated BJJ black belt with a 9-0 record. In the first round, Allen showed why there are levels to this game, dominating the grappling department and making Kyle's face look like a Halloween mask. The following round was more contested, as both fighters had their moments on the ground. However, the biggest moment arrived in the closing seconds of the round when Brendan decided to pull up his gun and shoot. Dacus gained momentum in the third by executing a takedown and controlling the fellow middleweight for most of the round. Nevertheless, strangling the strangler was a difficult task, and Kyle was too drained to beat the clock. The whole affair lasted for 15 minutes, and Brendan Allen was declared the winner. In November of 2020, Allen was matched against Shan Strickland, the future UFC champion, known for his impenetrable defense.
Garcia's hurt bad. Strickland,
Playing with those food a little bit.
that's it.
Shan stayed calm, hitting Allen with a 1-2 combo without taking unnecessary risks. Brendan was not leaving without a scrap and made the adversary feel the power of his hook. Using his jab and cross, Shan gradually wore Allen down in the first round, setting the stage for what happened next in the second round. Allen jumped headfirst into a slugfest. But then, Shan executed a classic combo that briefly knocked Allen to the canvas, finishing the fight. This marked Allen's first UFC loss, but the 24-year-old had all the time and youth to seek redemption. The following year, Brendan Allen found himself in action against Carl Roberson, an elite kickboxer with big wins.
It's a horrible feeling. Oh, it's so bad.
Ryan Spann to get this thing down quick. Oh, man!
Allen threw a combination and closed the distance. It wasn't long until he took the fight down. Roberson had no option but to accept the battle on the enemy's territory. He momentarily stood up, only to be served an extra meal. Although Brendan initially went for the arm, he changed his focus and snatched Carl's leg, forcing him to tap only seconds away from the horn. 3 months later, Allen was back in the cage against Puna Sorano, a dangerous fighter who never wants to leave it in the judge's hands. Sorano left the sledgehammers fly, but Brendan kept his composure and returned with dynamites. Allen opened the second round with a torpedo to the torso, and Sorano didn't like that, so he tried to retaliate with a ninja-style kick. Brendan worked the body and head diligently, occasionally mixing it with takedowns. But it was Soriano's liver that got the worst out of that round, which was repeatedly targeted with kicks and knees from the clinch. The script did not differ much in the final round, as Soriano's body was getting butchered. At the end, the judges had no doubt who was the winner. Despite his busy UFC schedule, he manages to balance the demands of fatherhood with his super active fighting career.
Yes.
At the end of 2021, Allen was set to lock horns against Chris Curtis, who was coming off a big KO victory over Phil Hawes. The beginning of the fight was highlighted by Brendan giving the opponent a free ride with American Airlines, subsequently attacking the neck. Allen was dropping bombs on the body before going for a heel hook in the closing minute of the round. But then, in the second, Brendan got caught by a big shot. He tried to weather the storm and regain composure, but Curtis could not let that slide and caused Allen his second UFC loss. There was no room for grieving and regrets, and only 2 months later, Brendan was scheduled to square off against Sam Alvey, a battle-tested vet with over 50 bouts under his belt. After a competitive 4 minutes in, the first round was highlighted by Allen's vicious assault in the closing seconds of the round. In the next round, Allen struck with surgical precision. The opponent never had a chance to return as he got a pit bull bite on the throat. On June 11, 2022, Brendan Allen was scheduled to face the BJJ black belt, Jacob Malkoun, next. Brendan scored a takedown with a judo throw that would make even Karo Parisian envious. Malkoun executed a takedown in the second, which was met with a dead end, as submitting Allen was the same as trying to invade Russia in winter. The angry Brendan was eager to settle the score and opened the final round with a shootout, followed by a beautifully placed takedown. Allen delivered some heavy cargo of ground and pound shots, ending the fight strong. The outcome of the 15-minute competitive clash was decided by the judges, and Brendan Allen was the one with the hands raised in the end. Allen was active like a quarrel on Double Espresso and accepted a third fight that year, this time against Krzysztof Jotko, a UFC veteran who's been with the organization for almost 10 years. The American wasted no time and immediately targeted the torso with a rocket. The Polish fighter decided to poke the bear with a stick by accepting the fight in the hostile environment and paid the price by losing the position. Allen finished the masterclass by applying an airtight strangle. The following year, the UFC matchmakers locked Brendan in the cage with Andre Muniz, a third-degree BJJ black belt and the first and only fighter to submit the BJJ world champion, Jacare Souza. They played a chess game at close range in the first. And then in the second, the Brazilian submission wizard realized that he was no longer the uncontested leader of the grappling hierarchy. The third round saw Allen issuing an infamous airline ticket, followed by an arm triangle choke attempt. The Brazilian tried to escape from there and fell right into Brendan's trap, who put the hooks in and cut off the oxygen supply. This victory earned Allen his second consecutive Performance of the Night bonus. In the summer of 2023, Brendan's path crossed with Bruno Silva's, a dangerous slugger who knocks people out to oblivion. Bruno showed why keeping a fight on the feet against him is like playing Russian roulette, as he blasted Allen with heavy shots. Silva initiated a brawl, but Allen's gun turned out to be bigger. The American turned on the ground and pound shredder as usual. The American neck hunter seized the opportunity and gave the opposition the option to tap or nap. Next on the kill list was Paul Craig, who possesses a nasty triangle choke. The Scottish fighter was known for his grappling superiority, but against Brendan, he looked like he had never fought before, as the American dominated him for the first 2 rounds. In the third, Allen set the rhythm with swift combinations, forcing the foe to hug his legs. The American adjusted himself and got the job done with another rear naked choke. Brendan Allen boxes like a sniper, kicks like a mule, and squeezes like a python. He is one of the most well-rounded fighters on the roster who can knock you out on the feet and effortlessly submit you on the ground. Considering that he is only 28 years old and only going to get better, a shot at the title is almost inevitable in the future. If you enjoyed the video, smash that like button and subscribe to the channel.